Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the Thundering Herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. So Ohio's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's right on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this kid.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Marshall quick to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good, and that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Bobcats are in the hurry up. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets rid of it. And the third down pass is incomplete. And here comes the punt team.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Quickly complete. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And really nice on 3rd down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
The aerial assault continues. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Marshall quick to the line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a... They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they can take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it. Slithers into space. All kinds of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Off play action. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
He makes the connection. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll start this drive firing, extending the play. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. Makes the catch and knocked down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Marshall! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the running back. Just ran him over. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. He's going to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ohio! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 19.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. At the 45 on its way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. Marshall quick to the line.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right. Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Hurd! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Coming after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Bobcats. A great catch and run for 6. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
3rd down coming up.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the return, it's Balkinson. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block on the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Balkinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Makes one man miss. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the fourth quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if you add points, we add points.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. It'll be a draw. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's got an open man. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Ohio! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.